what you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business.
Good evening, YouTubers. My name is Robert Hawley, and this is the Robert Hawley channel. What I want to talk about tonight is the growing epidemic of the coronavirus. The coronavirus outbreak is an ongoing epidemic of the coronavirus disease, which started in December of 2019 in Wuhan after 41 people presented pneumonia of no clear cause. It can spread between people from exposure to onset between 2 to 14 days. There is no cure for it as of February 19th, 2020. There is cases of it. 75,300 have been confirmed, including all of the provinces of China and more than 24 of other countries, including the good old United States. There's about 10 cases that have been confirmed here in the United States. All because the Chinese residents didn't want to be quarantined, so they all bought plane tickets and hopped aboard a plane and came over here because they didn't want to be quarantined. 11,795 are serious cases. The World Health Organization has declared an international health emergency. The warning signs are mild to severe fever, cough, shortness of breath, and diarrhea. The time of onset by the World Health Organization is 2 to 10 days. The CDC, 2 to 14 days. Cases of severe infection can result in pneumonia, kidney failure, and even death. The coronavirus is spread through coughing and sneezing within a range of 6 feet and can stay airborne for a matter of minutes. And if an infected person touches a doorknob or a door handle or a railing, anything metal or plastic, the coronavirus can stay on that surface for up to 9 days. And what they are recommending to get rid of the coronavirus on those surfaces is like 91% ethanol cleaners or 100% disinfectant cleaners. The virus has been originating from bats. Yes, you heard me. Bats. Bats carry the coronavirus. And the same as SARS, which was bat originated. As of February 5th, 2020, there is no medication or vaccine for the coronavirus. Though development efforts are underway, including taking regular over-the-counter flu medication, in some severe cases, oxygen therapy, and more than 85% similar to several bat coronaviruses is thought to occur among close contact via respiratory droplets, basically sneezing. In Wuhan during December 2019, a cluster of cases displaying pneumonia like causes was linked to the Hunan open air fish wholesale market, which had thousands of stalls selling fish, chickens, pheasants, bats, marmots, venomous snakes, spotted deer, and other wild animals. In January, the hypothesis by the CDC was that it came from an animal source. Recommended measures to prevent infection depend on the likelihood of a person coming in contact with the disease. The CDC recommends avoiding exposure. Other recommendations include frequent washing of hands with soap, not touching one's eyes, nose, mouth, open sores, cuts, unless the hands are clean. And all this, all this from people who decided to eat bats. Yes, over in China, bats are a delicacy. So are venomous snakes and spotted deer and marmots. But bats carry a form of coronavirus, and if you eat that bat, you're gonna get the coronavirus. Which is, yeah, you don't need to eat bats or venomous snakes, or I've never even heard of a marmot. I've heard of a spotted deer, but yeah, it's just stupid to eat something which it can cause diseases. What's this world coming to, people? A lot of people, a lot of people say that the coronavirus is a judgment from God. Is a pestilence sent from God, and which I don't know. I don't know if I believe that or not. But there are 10 cases here in the United States. 3 of them are in the state I live in, Missouri, up near Kansas City and St. Louis. Well, thankfully, I live down near Joplin and the Oklahoma and Arkansas border. So hopefully, that shit don't come this way. But yeah, they've actually put the entire country of China on lockdown. They are urging people not to come outside. If they do, wear a face mask, a surgical mask, and they're recommending that people with small children or children in general don't come out. Over 170 million people are very, very irritated at the fact that they cannot come out of their homes. They actually have curfews. And they're telling people don't go to work, don't go to the park. If you come out, wear a surgical mask. But if you don't have a surgical mask, you're not allowed to come out of your house. So, this world is going to hell in a handbasket, people. And I do want to give a shout out to a very good friend of mine. I've known him almost 20 years. Carl Chrome Dome Shrout. And a few other people I know. Johnny Martin, Michael Day, AJ Baum. And I do want to touch on the discussion that Carl was having last night on his podcast about the reproductive dilemma. There's a senator, Democratic senator, trying to get men 50 years old and older to get the snippet clip. Well, personally, I ain't getting the snippet clip. Nothing's going near me down there. Even though my wife is fixed, and I have a beautiful 4-year-old daughter, which Carl kind of knocked last night. I ain't mad at you, Carl. I ain't mad. But, no. The only reason why I had a family so late in life was one, my first wife was a hoe. And then my second wife passed away. And, of course, she was fixed, but she was wanting to get unfixed so her and I could have a kid together. And the first marriage was a flop. And I mean, I had a son out of her, but he passed away in a car wreck back in 2007. And then my wife now, who I love very much, and everybody please pray for her because she's going. Her health isn't very good right now. But no. Even though she's fixed, I ain't getting my balls clipped. No. Yeah, you can't make me. No. and I may get flack over this by Carl. What? Why aren't you gonna get your balls clipped? You ain't gonna be using them anymore. Yeah. Just because I ain't gonna be using them anymore doesn't mean I want to get them clipped. So, other than that, I'm enjoying the nice balmy 32 degrees of weather here in Missouri. Start my second job tomorrow. Yeah, overnights, 3 days a week. Yeah, and this is my inaugural video for my new channel. So please leave a comment or a like and subscribe, and I'll be chatting at y'all later.
Like a Hellcat.